So in this video, I'm going to show you an often overlooked feature of Salesforce. And when I say overlooked, I happen to be guilty of this myself, where I often forget that this feature is available. So when working with clients, I try to make sure to remember to leverage this feature for them. And what am I talking about here? I'm talking about the side panel, and more specifically within the side panel, there's a section for custom links. And I found this to be particularly helpful for organizations that are using Salesforce in order to provide quick links to common, popular reports that could be beneficial for practically anyone within the organization. So in this scenario, you can see that in the custom link section, I have reports showing my open leads by stage, my accounts by industry, my open activities, my delegated activities, my open opportunities, and also a link to the Salesforce Success community. So any end user, even if they haven't been trained on how to use reports or dashboards, they can easily click on any of these links on the left-hand side and quickly get to the data they need. Even more so, from any page in Salesforce, while looking at any record whatsoever, you can easily get to the side panel to quickly find those resources made available within the custom link section. So let's show you how you can do this and customize it for your own end users. So I'm going to show you how you can create your own section in the side panel of Salesforce called Custom Links, and then further customize it to include whatever links you need for your users. So if you don't currently have a section in the side panel called Custom Links, you have to be an admin to do the steps that I'm about to show you. In the upper right-hand side of the screen, click on Setup, and then once the page refreshes, simply type in Home in order to quickly get to Home Page Layouts. You will go to your current layout. You might have multiple layouts that you have for the home page. If so, you need to do it for all of the users, for all of the layouts that you would like to update, which will then need to be assigned to the appropriate users. And then once you're on this screen, once you're in edit mode for any of the layouts, you will then see a section here called Custom Links. If it's not visible, that means this is unchecked. So all I'm going to do right now is check it off, hit Next. We can see here that custom links will appear beneath recent items. I'm comfortable with that, so I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm going to click Save. And now if I go back to the home page, I will see a section here called Custom Links, and it's blank. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in our own favorite links to include in this section and make them available to our users. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a report. There are actually a couple of reports that I love putting in for different companies that I'm working with. In order to help their users find the information that they need. You can actually see, you can get a little bit of a preview right here on my screen to see where I'm going with this. So the first one I'm going to put in is my leads by stage. So if I click into this report, let's see over here. Well, we actually need to change this filter to my leads. I'm just going to go ahead and save it. So now anytime anyone clicks on it, it will automatically be filtered for that user to show their own leads. And this is grouped by, this is all of their leads grouped by their status. And looking at this report, all good. This is what I'd like to display for my users. So all I'm going to do here is go to the top of the screen and just cut and paste the URL. Let me adjust my screen a little bit. So I'm just going to cut and paste the URL over here. And now if I go back to Setup, and I go back here and I type in Home again, I'm going to the Home Page Components this time, Home Page Components. And for custom links, I'm going to click Edit. And for the first one, I will type in my open leads. And I'm cutting and pasting the URL. Actually, I could even get more granular, my open leads by stage. And at this point, since I know there's a bunch of other reports that I want to leverage, I could do this pretty efficiently by now going to any of the other reports that I want to access. So let's go to my accounts by industry. Let's open that in a new tab. And just reviewing this report, I see that it's automatically filtered to show my accounts, and it's broken down by industry. I can see that hovering over any of these sections in my pie chart gives me the results. Scrolling down, I can see some more details of my accounts. Let me cut and paste that URL. Go back into the first tab where I have the bookmarks opened, the custom links section opened. My accounts by industry. Just pasting the URL. And the next report I would like to display is my open activities. So I recognize, of course, that on the home page we can certainly display all activities and all of the tasks that were assigned to me, whether I created them for myself or others created them for me, and I can certainly show all. But this is just another way that I can not only display those activities, but also group them by whatever I want. So I can group them by created date, by due date, by status. So this is one example where I'm grouping them based on their status. So since I have this report, and we can see here it's being filtered for my activities and all of my open activities. So I'm just going to cut and paste, copy that URL, my open activities. Next up, I've got another report here for my delegated activities. What does that mean? My delegated activities will show all of the activities that I created and I assigned them to other people on my team. So instead of asking them on a regular basis, hey, did you complete those activities I created for you? I can see that report right here. So this is showing my delegated activities. I want to see both those that are open and completed. I certainly would like to see those that have already been completed. I don't want them falling off of the report. So I absolutely want them displayed here. So again, just going to cut and paste that URL. Next up, I've got a report here for my open opportunities. So let's open that report just to take a look at it. So now that we see we've got the data here for this report, looking at my open opportunities, I'm just going to cut and paste that URL. And at this point, something else that I found incredibly helpful to give my users is a link to the success community. So let's just get that URL, success.salesforce.com. And of course, you can get more creative here by putting in any other URLs you think your users might benefit from. I'm going to click Save. And as soon as I do, let's go back to the home page. So now simulating as if I'm a user, I can go here, and now I see in the custom links section, all these URLs are now visible to me. And at any point in time, I can go ahead and click on them. So let's open it in a new tab. My open leads by stage, and I'm looking at that report. Awesome. I don't have to hunt around for those reports that are important to me. My accounts by industry, I've got that report easily available. My open activities, and so forth. So I strongly recommend, if you're an admin for any Salesforce organization, this is a great way to deliver some easy, quick win benefits to your end users. Go ahead and follow the steps that I showed you here, and I think your users will thank you for it tremendously. That's it for now. See you in the next video.